Did anyone ask for some more LoveKami? Well, last time we did a lot of things, and frankly, it was an hour and a half long. So, will today be an hour and a half long? I do not know. So, get prepared. You can look at the timestamp. I mean, come on, you're not doomed. Crap, wrong one. No. Oh, okay. I didn't know I could go here. So, Saturday has finally arrived. I'd made an effort to look a little more stylish than usual for my date with Sarah. This was going to be my first ever date, and I understood that the girl I was meeting was out of my league. Oh, definitely. She's a goddess. When I realized that Akihabara Station, I realized just how careless I'd been. Okay. The air around Sarah was charged with nervous energy. She wasn't incognito or anything, just standing around like it was a normal day. Naturally, a lot of people had noticed she was there. But there was something about her that made her hard to approach. As a result, she was now surrounded by a crowd of fans. Oh. Hi, Sarah. Sarah said as she noticed and called out to me. Her entourage shifted, and I felt everyone's gaze on me. Uh-oh, they're gonna pounce on me. It's like, how dare you date our lady? Well, she's my lady now, so you back off. I'll murder you all. No one could believe I was the one she was meeting. Their glares got more and more hostile. I'm not sure about this. It's just that there's so many of your fans here, you know, with knives. What? Sarah took out something of her Sarah took something out of her bag and handed it to me. Ah, smart, but that's not how a date should go. You do know that, right? Oh, right. That sure does put a hindrance on what we're trying to do here, okay? Sure, it'd give us some privacy, but it wouldn't feel much like a date. Then again, without a gimmick like this, walking around Akiba wouldn't be easy. Oh, sure it will. Just carry around weapons. She is a goddess after all. Remember when, oh wait, did... Whoa, what? Quick load, no! I was thinking, didn't Shuri, at one of the beginning of the episodes, I think the first episode I did, where she just breathed fire out on the people on the corner? That was kind of weird. Maybe that could have been an edit I did out of a joke. Because it's been a long time, okay? I may have forgotten if it was me or actually in the story. See, that's the problem when you do things like this. You just add stuff. Like now. Oh, look. Sarah, watch out. There's a bird coming out and it's going to attack us. Oh, no. Use your electricity. Ah! Thanks, Sarah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Did I tell you I hate birds? I mean, it just saw my cameras go like, gonna fly off with it, and now everybody's gonna surround us, and they're gonna pile drive us down into dirt. Mainly me. They're gonna, love up to you, but, that's fine, I guess. But since you brought it along, we might as well use it, Until the crowd thins out a little, anyway. Having decided on our game plan, I started filming. You actually started filming? Instead of just pretending to film? Sarah and I moved onto Akihabara's main street. Anyone who saw us was assumed I was just a cameraman, a very modestly dressed cameraman, and mostly left us alone. No, you don't say. I would like to hold your hand. We could do something that looks more like a show segment, I guess. Okay. Curry, okay. The curry restaurants in this area are always in fierce competition, and there was no shortage of places to choose from. There are from citywide chains, nationwide chains, and small local shops, mom and pop shops, even those places from hell that don't even look like actual stores. It's just like, curry from the drainage pipe! Come eat it! Sorry.
前からきちんとチェックしてみたかったのよね。どうかしら、付き合ってくれる？
I guess. Sure, we'll act like we're shooting for some kind of food travel show. My plans for a fun date had been derailed pretty fast. But when I saw Sarah's cheerful smile, none of that small stuff seemed to matter anymore.
こんなこともあろうかと。お店はちゃんとした調べ済みよ。さあ、まずは1軒目、行ってみましょう。
Okay. Well, we started with a fairly well-known restaurant chain. Chain restaurant, sorry. And wasn't too far off. After getting permission from the staff, we started shooting. Wait a minute. Alright. It has to look real. How is it?
70点。ボリュームが売りなのはわかるけど、トッピングに揚げ物が多すぎるわね。
Too many fried ingredients. Well, I don't really like it when curry uses fried ingredients, personally. I like it when it's, simmered, baked ingredients. Or maybe I'm confusing that with something. Well, I don't know. It didn't sound like a great rating as far as Sarah was concerned. 70 out of 100 is passing.
でも、カレーは美味しかったわ。さすが秋葉原。チェーン店でも侮れない味ね。
You finished the whole thing, too, which means you didn't save room for other places. She had been given quite the serving, but her plate was completely clean now.
残すなんて失礼な真似できないわよ。
Well, here's the thing. If you're gonna eat everything, maybe you should leave how much you gave it, in a rating, since we're shooting. Maybe that'd be like a special gimmick for the TV show. Wait a minute, what TV show am I talking about? This is a date. I'm confusing myself. What am I doing? I'm sorry. I just woke up. I don't really have anything to drink or eat, okay? Because, I don't know, I just can't afford to go buy anything right now. It's not that I'm lack of money, it's just the fact that everywhere is starting to get more and more restrictive because of the Barrow. And you understand what I mean by that. And I don't have anything quick. It's going to take at least 3 hours to cook something. And the most I can have is like water out of the faucet because I don't have water. I don't have drinks. I don't have anything. I don't have milk. I don't even have eggs to cook with. That's pretty gnarly and nasty. But anyway, the only thing I can technically do is use the bathroom. That's pretty bad. I'm even starting to run out of toothpaste, so. I also ran out of razors too, so I'm getting pretty scruffy too. You know what? This is kind of, I'm just gonna back away from that. You get it. I'm a nasty person because the nastiness is not my fault. I guess, but don't push yourself, okay? If you're struggling, I can take what's left.
スタッフが美味しくいただきましたというやつね。
Wait, you said all that in just that little line? Okay. I'm not sure if we can say staff when it's only me.
なら、ヤマト君に負担をかけないためにも、私が頑張って食べなきゃね。
Well, see, here's the thing. Staff? No, you're right. Staff. Leaving some for the staff. Sarah clenched her fist and nodded with a cute kind of determination. She had a slim figure, but she could really put food away. She's like Kirby in the face, kinda, not really. It's like she got 2 Kirby's buried in her shirt. When she ate at my house, she always had extra helpings. I had a feeling that together we could visit a good number of restaurants. We left and went to another place, then another after that.
さて、次のお店はここね。
Alright. Sarah pointed to a sign that read, Goddess Cafe Amano Kaguyama. Isn't that where Kagura works? Here? I thought we were going to the curry houses. This is the place where Kagura works. Hey, I was right.
こういう
I
ところが
remembered.
無駄なのよ。時々びっくりするほど美味しい手作りカレーを出すんだから。
That's true. I'd never ordered the curry here, so I had no idea how good it might be.
とにかく行ってみましょう。
Yeah, let's give it a try. Amano Kaguyama was a cafe specifically geared toward fans of divine idols. We know this. There's a stage up there. Do you not remember the first episodes? So what would happen if Sarah went inside? If only I'd stopped to think about that for a second, but I didn't, and we just barged right on in. And everybody said, and everybody choked and had a stroke. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Thank you. It took you a while to choke and have a stroke, but calm down, okay? I know you're writhing on the floor, but stop.
まさかあのサラ様がこんな罵声の地にいらっしゃるなんて。今日という日を感謝します。神様。
Wow, you healed from a stroke fast. Tears in his eyes, the customer dropped to his knees and bowed before Sarah. To be honest, the sight of it made me cringe. Just thinking about it is like, ugh. But Sarah just nodded politely as if this happened to her all the time.
バスへの地とか言われちゃってるんだけど。
Oh, she heard us. Backwater? Kagura wasn't very impressed.
ごめんね、かぐらちゃん。騒がしくしちゃったみたいで。いえ、うちの店的には繁盛するので全然 OK なんですけどね。
Yeah, that's good. I guess. If you like what thousands of people not coming and buying food, just saying, it's her! Let's ransack the store! Because people do that, apparently. News of Sarah making the rounds of curry restaurants was probably spreading as we spoke. I took my own phone to check, but right then Kagura jabbed me in the side.
ちょっとヤマト、どうしてサラさんをうちの店に連れてきたの？
Well, she made me do it. Ow, sorry. Ow, sorry. She said she wanted to try the curry here.
皆さん、こんにちは。撮影でお邪魔しますが、許してくださいね。
You can have a stroke now. Thank you. Sarah practically was their goddess and fired up by her words. The customers all rose and gave Sarah a standing ovation. Why? The only thing she said was, I won't bother you.
格の違いを
I agree. Sorry. It's not of no contest at all. Right now, LoveKami had no chance of causing a sensation like this. Even after leaving L7, Sarah was still a huge presence in the Divine Idol world.
さあ、お店の迷惑になっちゃうから、パパッと試食しましょう。
Sarah ran her eyes down the menu, subjecting it to careful
カレ
scrutiny.
ーがいくつかあるみたいだけど、おすすめはどれになるかしら。
Chicken.
一番人気はこれ。勝利のおむかつカレーだよ。
No, Kagura, no. The chicken. Omelet, cutlet, victory, curry. Blah! You don't need that, Sarah. You need to eat that succulent. Ooh, that's so extravagant chicken. I think with tons and tons of veggies.
なるほど。ではそれを一つお願いします。
No, not the egg curry. I don't like egg curry. I don't know what it had to do with victory, but it sounded like we'd get a lot of curry. Well, victory just means it's the most popular. They put victory on the end of the most popular. That makes sense. Are you sure you can handle it all on your own?
まだまだいけます。
Oh yeah, you can manage until the point where you get like, oh, what's my stomach doing? It's kind of bloating. It's like, oh no, this isn't good for a goddess. Although she probably wouldn't care. And let's just be honest. She probably wouldn't care if she got fat. Or just bloated. But eating too much is bad. Okay? Bad. You don't want to see your goddess vomit. That would be kind of bad. Sarah made sure to emphasize her big appetite. She'd already eaten tons of stuff, but she was still willing to keep up the pace.
お待たせしました。勝利のオムカツカレーです。
That was quick. Oh no. Kagura set down a gargantuan plate in front of Sarah. I thought this was gonna happen.
これはなかなかの大きさね。
Hey, you get what you paid for. Wait, am I paying for this? Am I paying for this, or are we actually going by places saying, oh, we're filming to rate your place? It's like, oh, will you give us free food? And everybody says, oh, yes. What channel would it be on? Oh, the travel channel under the name Curry Knows Best. I guess. Oh, that's just basically meaning we're stealing food. That's dangerous. We shouldn't do that. It was about It was about 3 times as big as a regular order of curry. Not only that, but it was also topped with an omelet and a pork cutlet. Ew. Are you really sure about this? I can help you out if you like.
平気よ。やれるところまでやらせて。
You're not saving room for other places, you know this, right? It felt like we'd suddenly entered an eating competition. I know. That's what I felt like. It's like, what? She's trying to break her limits. She's trying to find her limits, break her limits, and it's not a date. The cafe's customers gathered around to witness the challenge.
いただきます。
Go, Sarah, go. Go, Sarah, go. And she was off! Down by the corner of the sand. Well, I was gonna go into like one of those like horse racing competitions. Sarah passes Kagura at a measly 5 miles per hour. Oh, what's that? Shuri is over there lacking and eating the grass. Oh, I'm so sorry, Shuri. You're disqualified. Oh, imagine them horses in a race. Sorry. Sarah started eating, and every sign of enjoyment. But after 5 minutes, she put her spoon down. Did you... Okay. Seriously, you don't need to force yourself. You're gonna vomit and everybody will look at you differently. On second thought, vomit so we can have more privacy.
まだまだいけるわ。
Huh? No, you can't. Let me handle the
私も
rest.
手伝います、サラさん。ごめんなさい。よろしくお願いするわね。
Sarah had only managed to eat a third of it. Kagura and I worked together and somehow managed to finish what was left.
45点。
Oh, 45 out of 100. I got that on my college algebra test. Then I failed and had to retake it again and again and again. But that was pretty. Are you saying that because of the massive amounts of oh in your belly, or are you saying that because it was actually a horrible, horrible taste? Sarah announced the curry score in a strained voice. There really was too much of it, huh?
多いことに罪はないのよ。ただ、あ げ置きのカツがちょっと。
See, pre-fried cutlet? Why would you need pre-fried? They probably never made the effort to fry one freshly for every order. Eating that on top of the curry would make anyone feel bloated. Exactly my point.
それにあのカレーは業務用のレトルトね。神様喫茶だから贅沢は言えないのでしょうけど、やはり自前で作っているのとは差が出てしまうわ。
Oh, pre-made curry is nasty. Cutting corners wouldn't curry any favor with Sarah. Oh, I see what you did there, sneaky adding in puns. Sarah was still giving scores to restaurants even though we had gotten away from the center of town, which told me she was still being rather cautious. I think that's enough. We don't need to film anymore. I switched off the video camera, and gave it back.
そうね。これ以上はもう食べられないし、潮時かしら。
It's not. We just haven't held hands. This isn't what love is about. She took the camera and let out a sigh. We'd gotten sidetracked with this curry adventure, but that wasn't what today was supposed to be about. I was quite a long ways away from teaching Sarah about love. Is there anything you'd like to go? Oh, anywhere you'd like to go? As long as we were in Akihabara, it'd be hard to escape Sarah's identity as a former divine idol. Hey, let's go into the makeup shop and do this like a entire makeover like we do in Pokemon and other video games. We'd need to get away from her wild fans if she was going to be a normal girl again.
君が連れて行ってくれるの？
Yes. I'm not saying we can go anywhere, but I'll do my best. Anywhere that's not here. If it was somewhere Sarah wanted to be, I couldn't ask for anything more.
一つだけわがまま言っちゃおうかな。
My room! You probably
ここ
not.
から少し歩くけど付き合ってくれるかしら。
Okay. So, walking. We headed north along Kuramaibashi. We headed north along Kuramaibashi and through Yushima. It took almost 20 minutes. A little ways past Yushima Tenmangu Shrine was an oasis in the middle of the city.
やっぱりここが一番落ち着くわね。
Shinobazu Pond spread out across the west side of Ueno Park. The lotuses must have been in season as the flowers are blooming all around us. I'm pronouncing this right? In the middle of the lake was a Bentendao temple. Where a Benzaiten is enshrined. Oh. As a Awake Mitama of Benzaiten, Sarah must have felt a strong connection to this place.
せっかくだもの。少し羽を伸ばしてみようかしら。
Okay. Okay. That doesn't look like you have your hair down. With a graceful wave of her hand, Sarah's outfit instantly changed. Oh, you forgot to draw the nails. That just looks like her fingers are kind of weird looking. She changed from a simple girl into a true goddess. A smile spread across her face, banishing any feelings of gloom that might have rested in her heart.
見て、ヤマトくん。ハスの花がこんなに綺麗に咲いてる。
Very. But you didn't let your hair down. Let your hair down, girl. Put on the blue jeans, get up in my truck and say, why do you have the heat on? Stop it. It's 95 degrees. Well, I'm sorry. That's what my truck does when you first start it in the morning. I can't help it. It's just that the engine's running hot because of the whole sun beating down on it. And that just happens. You have to let it go like that, across the road and going down the road. Eventually it'll get cooler. Or I just ran out of, oops. I may have done something. There were lotuses all over the surface of the pond, but right now they were just something to decorate the background. That's how wonderful Sarah's smile was.
秋葉原の街も好きだけれど、人混みは苦手なの。私はこういう自然にあふれた場所の方が落ち着くわ。
I love nature too. Don't you worry. I understand you wholeheartedly. The water from the lake, the lotus flowers, the lines of willow tweez. Am I the Awu reader? It was like they were all giving Sarah new vitality. I'm making a fool of myself. Hey, that's normal. Her face was now light and full of life, her previously tired expression gone without a trace. So beautiful, kiss me, please! I forgot myself and let my feelings slip out.
本当にね。ここは綺麗な場所だわ。
Oh, she's so cute when she's unaware of what I was actually talking about. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was talking about your face, not the place, okay? That's not what I meant. It was Sarah who was beautiful. I didn't want to get in the way of as she danced around and ended up just staring, dumbstruck.
こんなに伸び伸びできたのは久しぶり。ありがとう、ヤマトくん。これはほんのお礼よ。
Sarah's gesture started getting larger. Oh no, she's turning into Godzilla. I heard bells ringing, though I could have sworn a moment ago there weren't any there. She just formed spells into existence. And in an instant, shimmering drops of water scattered all around us. Wow. It was a miracle. How? Something only a god could do. How is water a miracle? I mean, yeah, it needs to be, but it's like, oh wow, water droplets around. It's like, oh yes, rain is a miracle. I mean, sometimes it is, but I don't know. The way the water and lights moved illuminated Sarah vividly. And right in the center of it all was Sarah. Her radiant beauty was just as dazzling as she had been in L7. Sarah's mood improved even more, and she started to dance. Sing for me! Like she had truly become from a higher plane of existence. You might want to add that. I'd never seen anyone dance so beautifully, and yet in the corner of my mind there was a sharp reminder of regret. If only I could hear her song. I just couldn't help wishing for that. Well, crap. And Sarah still hadn't recovered from her singing voice. I'd been so sure that she'd been able to sing again if she grew to understand love. We still haven't taught her that. But how much did I really believe that? If it didn't turn out that way, I couldn't imagine how much it would hurt. Wow. Going on 30 minutes already. My date with Sarah's may not have started out smoothly, but soon enough it settled into something natural. After strolling around Shinobazu Pond, we wandered around the Ueno Zoo and the museum. We had a really fun afternoon together. The time flew by, and soon enough the sun had set. We took that as our cue to head back to Akihabara. Why don't we go home?
ヤマトくん、今日はありがとう。いい気分転換になったわ。
Why don't we go home together? Please. Sarah, at least let me walk you home. To your home or my home, I don't know. Sarah thanked me one more time, as if to draw the day's proceedings to a close. Same here, I had a lot of fun, and I'm glad I got to see a new side of you. The extent of what I knew about Sarah was pretty limited. I knew her as a customer at our store and as a member of L7, but I'd never had any opportunities to get to know her in other ways.
ヤマトくんばかりずるい。私にとってはずっといつものあなただったわ。
Well, yeah, I guess I'm always the same when I'm around you. It's because I feel open and trusted. I don't know why I'm screaming like that. Maybe I acted a little different around Shuri or Kagura, but with Sarah, that's a whole nother story, because I've been around her for a lot longer.
私がヤマト君の新たな一面を知ることはできないのかしら？
Oh no, are you saying you... I guess not. I don't really know that part. That's kind of... Ooh, I don't know. I mean, if you friend zone me, maybe not. But you have to change perspective, not me. Not if things stay the way they are, that is. But maybe. You? It's just you backwards. And why does that say ice? Yes, it's night ice. Come get your night ice here. A sudden blast of sound cut me off. At the same time, the big screen on the building behind Sarah flooded with lights.
これって
I don't know. Don't look! The video on screen was of the new L7. There was no need for her to see it right now.
心配してくれるのね。ありがと
Oh, you're welcome.
う。でも平気よ。それに振り向かなくったってわかるわ。ずっと練習してきた私たちの歌だもの。
The song we'd been practicing. That's what she said, alright. Even after retiring, L7's song were still her group's song. Somehow, that made me really happy. I felt so much joy welling up inside I was shaking. Okay, maybe you should see a doctor.
悔しくないはずないでしょ。私だって L7 を続けたかった。
Well,
でも歌えない神様アイドルなんて何の価値もない。
you have a strange definition of value, my dear.
ねえ、教えて。恋って何なの？
Relationship, companionship. I mean, there are 7 types of love that we can actually look. But if you're talking about full on, like, love everyone, that's agape. But if we're talking about like, there is a very selfish love, okay? There's love of self, love of a person you love, like, you know, I want to marry that person. And there is a love of lust. And then there is a love of companionship, as in you wouldn't marry that person, but they're your right hand lady or man. And other forms of love, such as the love of inanimate objects. And I forgot the other love. I always forget that one. I don't know why. It's just not memorable. Relationship. I don't know. You could probably look it up. I'm not.
そんなの誰も教えてくれなかった。でも仕方ないじゃない。分け見玉として降臨して1年しか経ってないんだから。
Oh, that's so cute. You're like a 1-year-old. I'm dating a 1-year-old. Oh no. I'd always thought of Sarah as an older sister type. Someone who knew everything. Maybe I'd let myself get blinded by her divinity. But the reality was that she hadn't been here for 2 years yet. Wow. And she wasn't the only one. It was the same for all the goddesses.
アマテラス様はおっしゃったわ。我々は今の人間を知らぬ。幼子も同じだと。故に学ぶ場が必要であると。
Yeah, I guess so.
神様教育法はそんな私たちのために制定されたの。でも人と思いを通わせる方法までは教えてくれなかった。
Well, not sure how we do that. Because love is, you know, love, it just comes to you. It's not something that's like, okay, feel it now. Unlike anger, which I could just slap you upside the face and probably say, everybody in your family will die by my hand. Yeah, that'd probably make you very, very angry. Anger is easy. Sadness is easy. Despair is easy. Hope, kinda hard. Happiness, kind of hard. You know, human emotions go toward and remember the negative because it keeps you alive. But happiness is technically unnecessary for survival. But in this day and age, it technically is because of depression and all this other stuff. Essentially, if we are not happy, it leads to suicide and other things that might kill us. And that's the thing. We will never escape because we need human emotions. Humans need to know that negative feelings are what keep us alive. And if we push away those negative feelings for happiness instead of dealing with it, it's just going to well up and it will topple over onto our happiness. And it will crush us all. Is this like the second, like, just entire rundown of what I just... Is this like the number part 2 to the whole entire getting into talking and all this other stuff with Sarah bringing up some actual good points of philosophy and all this other stuff? I mean, come on. This is just good storyboard. Or maybe I'm just, I really like to talk about this because I've been through it all. I've seen everybody go through it. And I've seen people who are just about to go through it, but haven't got to that point yet. And that's what I like to teach people about. Because if you feel like your emotions control you, you need to start learning to control your emotions. Not just saying, hey, I'm going to lay you down. No, you need to say, okay, I'm going to put you down for a second, but don't forget about it. Most people forget about it. But once you're done and you can release your anger, like say at night in a room where you're alone, you can pick up that anger, say, all right, anger, what's up, buddy? What you doing? And it's gonna say something about whatever made you angry, and then boo, you're like, yes, I did feel angry about that, but what should we do about it? And then you say, oh, well, you should, make action against it, or you should, try to calm the anger by doing something else that releases the anger, like in art, productively, preferably not destructively, because that's bad. But you can also accept the fact that it happened. It's not going to change. And there is an option, forgiveness. That is how love, divine love, is created. And that's just how it goes. Forgiveness is love. And love means you would forgive anyone before they do anything wrong. Is that not true? I mean, sure, you may feel love, and sure, you may want to forgive them, but if you don't forgive them instantly, if you don't forgive them for small slidings, or even the moderately big ones, now I'm not saying the freakishly huge ones, oh no, you murdered our something, but still, some things aren't forgivable. But if you love that person, anything lesser than what is not forgivable to you must be forgiven if you love them. And that's the thing. Love is just heartache. A little place, a little shack, a little shrine, if you will, that you could go to and just say, I'm away from all this rustle and bustle in the city. I'm with people who, care for me. Or I'm with this person who cares for me deeply, who I want to stay with forever and ever. And is that not what we just did with Sarah? Isn't that exactly what we just did with Sarah? She's not realizing it.
私たちは神様だけど、人として見たら欠けているところだらけ。そんなこときっと誰もが自覚しているはず。
Well,
人が自然に誰かに恋するようには、私は恋心を感じることができないのかもしれない。
like I said, multiple types of love, lady.
だから
Gotta have one in order to have the rest.
恋って何なのか、好きって気持ちはどんなものなのかを。
You could listen to music, you know, like Western music, because before you know what love is, you gotta know what heartache is. Because it's actually scientifically proven that during disasters, you fall in love with someone who is also experiencing that same disaster. If you are happy, like, oh yeah, I'm a millionaire, I ain't got no problems, 99 problems and money ain't one of them. Mostly like your problems is, oh no, I have to make my bed up in the morning. That's one of your problems. But if your problems is like, oh no, our entire city just got hit by a tornado, and you saw someone and they protected you during the tornado, or you protected them during the tornado, or even if you were just in the same building with the tornado. Well, not with the tornado, but escaping from the tornado. You would technically have a 60-something, I forgot the exact number, % chance of falling in love with that person. If you're, you know, have a strange, if you're single mostly, because if you are already attached to someone, I'm not sure how that would work, but that wasn't in the study, okay? It wasn't said, oh, well, this person was married. Now we can look at, you know, like disasters when people fall in love who may lead to cheating. Now, see, that's a study I would actually want to see, because they didn't say that. They only said, like, single people would fall in love with other single people during disasters. And that's what you see in big Hollywood movies, right? Just like say, oh, why would you kiss that person? He's a butthole! And you see meteors falling everywhere. Well, that's the reason. It's scientifically proven people do that. Because when you love someone, it's like protection. I mean, sure, Sarah's a goddess. She doesn't need protecting, essentially. But we've already seen that if she goes out in public and she is caroused around by people who want to harass her, yes, I'm going to say harass, because you don't just go up to a celebrity and say, sign my autograph, and waving it at his face while he's trying to buy food. That's stupid. Why would you do that? Because, see, here's the thing. There are called boundaries. They exist, and the police and security also exist. Unless you're trying to defund them, but I'm gonna leave my whole entire demeanor off of that subject. Oh boy. But yeah, once Yamato saves her from the crowd, once Yamato makes her feel like she can be the girl she wants to be in public without anything, once Yamato makes her feel like she can wear her heart on her sleeve and not be followed, not be abused, essentially, or not be, not worry in her head about what other people think, because she obviously does, then that's when she will fall in love with Yamato. Or at least in real life. I'm not sure how this story will go, but you get the point, right? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. How does it feel to love someone? I didn't have enough experience to put something that into words. Wow. I just did. But maybe it's this burning sensation I felt inside was what people call love. I mean, it's a feeling, but it's just a burning sensation. You could have acid reflux for all I know. If it was, I knew I could tell Sarah what it meant. Sarah. I took a step forward. It was only a single step, but I was so very important I took it. Okay? I don't know enough about the world to teach anyone what love means, but I think I can handle telling you how I'm feeling right now. More! Sarah, I like you. No! I love you.
ヤマト君、あなたが私を好き？
Yes, ski. Sarah looks shocked. I don't think she saw that coming. Of course not. She was in despair. It's like, oh, I'm so terrible person of a goddess. I was only born a year ago. I don't know anything about humans. And you just go up and say, but I love you. Lean in for the kiss, Yamato. I guess you didn't notice. Did you think we were just hanging out today? Well, it certainly did feel like it.
違うの？メッセージでお出かけしましょうって。
Oh. So you're the literal type. Don't worry. I know people like that. I wanted this to be a date. I've liked you for so long, Sarah. It wouldn't be right for me to try to explain romance when I've never experienced love. You've read books, right? You've watched romantic anime, right? I knew a lot about romance before I even had a girlfriend. And so far, she's saying I'm the best boyfriend she's ever had. Of course, we're the same age and pretty freaking young, but still, you get the point, right? And she constantly wonders if I'm lying, if I actually had a girlfriend previously. But, see, here's the thing. I'm just that type of person. I know who I am. I know who they are. And if I can make my girl feel like she can be open, be herself, and be, not worry about other people's actions or thoughts around her, then that's when I know she loves me. And that's what she's doing. That's what she's done. That's what I've done with her. I've just become more open with her. I've become more like, I don't know. I can't explain it. But now that I have experience in this area, and more experience, because it was just my first girlfriend. But she says I'm like someone who's been with thousands of women, but I haven't. I've just observed, and I've observed both everybody else and myself. I've also studied quite lengthy on the philosophy of human nature, so yeah. That was my foundation, the philosophy of human nature. And that's a lot of what people forget nowadays. You have to have a foundation in order to understand. Because if you just love someone, it will fall, it will crumble if you do not understand how you feel or showcase how you're feeling to that person. Because I always do. She always does. And that's the most important part. Even you have to do it, even if the world is watching. And that's just how it goes. If the person really, really, really loved you, but didn't want to get married at that exact moment, but maybe in the future, if they were like on the cam on the baseball stadium's like, oh, the kissy booth camera, and it goes to two people, and it's like, oh yes, I will marry you. If she really loved you, or if he really loved you, and you didn't want to get married yet, like say in a couple years, maybe, because, I don't know, maybe they were just too presumptuous and like say, let's get married after 2 months! Okay. But, if they really loved you, they would say no. Right in the line of sight of thousands, if not millions of people. But still be with you. I mean, see, that's the point. You gotta forgive that because that's just a heavy embarrassment. I don't know. But that's what the price of love. You got to be honest. Love is truth and honesty with each other. If you're not honest and you're not truthful, you don't love the person. I'm sorry, that's just how it goes. I mean, that doesn't extend to like, oh no, I'm keeping a secret about her new birthday present I'm getting her. Yeah, anybody who calls that a straight up lie is, well, that's kind of bad. Anyway, continuing on as a 50-minute mark. But maybe now things could be different. I felt like I could understand love too if I was with Sarah. The seeds of this feeling planted deep in my heart. We're now starting to bloom. And Sarah, how do you feel about me?
そんな急に言われても
Aw, it's okay. Take your time. We have all night. She wasn't ready, but I don't think anyone ever is when it comes to love. Yeah, that's remotely true. Well, actually, I've been ready for a long while. I was like saying, oh, I'm so tired of being alone. Please, please, God, just give me that person that wants to marry immediately. And he did. He gave it to me. All right. Thank you, big man upstairs. Gotta get the shout out, I guess. So I was ready.
するだけじゃ先に進めないわね。だからちゃんと受け止めて考えてみます。
It's just if you have a lot of foresight. In this day and age, you don't have foresight because a lot of things happen and you just can't really get the hold on what the future may hold.
本当言うとね、ヤマト君に告白されて驚いちゃったけど、なんかいいなってほわんってあったかくなったの。
Infatuation. That's the last one I forgot. Thank you, Sarah. Infatuation. Yes, I remember because I was saying something in another video about I was actually teaching someone, well, audiences into the triangle of love, which infatuation is just like a warm, fluffy feeling inside, butterfly feeling. It's called the crush, you know? Of course, that can be love. That can be love because it is love. It can lead into other types of love too, like prolonged love. Like, you know, you'd go in to get married. But love is also being with them or not. How should I explain this? Love, true love, like marriage love, is when that warm and fluffy feeling inside goes away, but you still care for them the same, you know? Love is the point of which, if they said, I'm breaking up with you, and I feel it's for the best, you would try to, you know, cry a bit, a lot, actually, and you'd say, if it's for the best, I'll let you go. Let go what you love, and if it loves you back, it'll come back to you. Well, true love, because I'm not going to say that everybody that breaks up is out of love, because that's not technically true. Circumstances happen. Anyway.
ヤマト君の先見玉に触れて気持ちよくなっちゃったのね。
I don't have a clue what that means.
辰巳ヤマト君、あなたの先見玉は私にとってとても心地いいわ。それってつまり通じ合ってるってことだと思うの。
Still got no clue what that
恋
means.
とか愛とかまだ私にはよくわからないわ。でもあなたとの未来ならなんだかいいなって感じられる。
Yes.
だからね、多分こういうことだと思う。
Maybe.
私もあなたのことが好きよ、ヤマト君。
I like you too. Oh, don't be like a boy or girl or a young person. I'm not sure. Isn't it the boys stereotype that say, I like you, but I'm not going to say I love you because that's too gushy-mushy. No, shut up and say I love you, son. I don't have a son. What am I talking about? My mom actually told me to say, shut up and say I love you to me. My dad doesn't say it because she taught me to say it to even to people who don't say it. And I told them. I actually remember telling my grandpa, like, I love you. And he said, okay. And I literally said back, shut up and say I love you. And he's like, okay, I love you too. What do you want? Because he always thought that when a boy says I love you, it meant he wanted something. I was like, no. I mean, yeah. And over the years, I've noticed he's gotten a lot more open, saying I love you to his family members and everywhere else. And you know, people change. People change. And that's what I love about it. You can't just say that people will never change, because they do. Some things just have to hit them right in their heart.
つまりこれからよろしくお願いしますね。私の彼氏さん。
Oh, okay. That night, Sarah and I became a girlfriend and boyfriend. Okay. So we're officially a thing, huh? Yamara. Yamato? Serato? That's weird. Or should I use her Benzeiten? Yamazaiten. Benzaimato. Ew. Those are kind of weird relationship names. Anyway. I mean, Sonaloid and Demo. I mean, Demosthenes, my name, and Sonaloid, my girlfriend's name. Well, not her actual name, but still, that just doesn't mix. But it is good when you roll it off the tongue. Okay? Demoloid. There we go. Demoloid. Which just makes me sound like a Vocaloid, but say, hey, that works. A new day dawned after Sarah and I entered our relationship. I know, I felt that. I felt like last night might have been a dream. But my smartphone held the proof that it had really happened. Huh?
今日から彼氏彼女ということでよろしくお願いします。
Yes.
私が彼女で、ヤマトくんが彼氏だからね。
Yes, I heard you the first time. As I read the message, I couldn't help but smile. I knew I shouldn't get big-headed, get a big head, but I wanted to shout for this from the rooftops. Sarah Benzeiten was my girlfriend. Sonaloid, don't get mad! Though, now that I think about it, what should we do next? I mean, you have the internet. Look up relationship advice. Get in touch with your mom or dad. They say, well, I met your mother, and she was like, okay, I want to marry you. And I said, okay, and then we got married. And then we had you. And it was the worst time of our natural life. She's over there in the kitchen now, and I'm right here sitting down talking to you, son. Now, did I ever tell you about how our parents got married? I mean, your parents got married, my parents. Yes, my parents married your mom's parents, and that got kind of weird. We're not going to talk about that. I don't know what I'm saying here. Sarah just having a boyfriend didn't mean she really understood love. Of course not. I mean, technically, there was this one girl in, like, 3rd grade who said, I'm your girlfriend now, to me, and I'm like, what? And I don't want a girlfriend. It's like, no, I'm your girlfriend now. And all this other stuff like, oh, hey, boyfriend. And I'm like, go away. I mean, I don't know. I was a very, very shy person back then. You don't do that to a shy guy. Especially when he's like 9 years old, okay? I don't remember how old I was in 3rd grade, sorry. But yeah, just some girls say their girlfriend and boyfriend even like is like a, it's like unprovoked, or well, not unprovoked, I would say. I'm trying to remember the word. It's early in the morning. It's been an hour. My mind's been running on cogwheels full of rust, okay? I'm sorry. But, again, some girls will call us boyfriend and girlfriend against the will of the boyfriend. And if it was the boyfriend against the will of the girlfriend, it would be classified as rape. Now, I'm not going to get into that hypocrisy, but still, now that it was official, I needed to think about what people did in a relationship. You don't have to think, you have books! Or are you suddenly forgetting how to read? I wanted her to be happy, of course, but I also needed to work out a way for Sarah to get her singing voice back. Hey, Sarah. I know. While I was still trying to plan things out, Sarah made the first move of herself. First move herself. Yeah, you're here all right. Why would you say that? Why wouldn't you say, well, hey, Sarah, how are you doing? Wait, you want a hug, girl? I haven't had a bath, but we can take one together if you really want me to. Sorry. See? She already gleams that she's bothering you. Yamato, please. Have some smoothness. Even now, I was still nervous around Sarah, but she closed the distance between us in no time. Okay. Sure, I don't have any plans anyway, and I'd like to spend time with you too. Gonna be lovey-dovey all day? Oh, Sarah. Oh boy. You move fast. Sorry. Lovey-dovey. Come off it, Yamato. When she says lovey-dovey, you say lovey-dovey scuffy. What? It doesn't have to make sense. It just has to rhyme, okay? You have to be more open. You have to be more of her. I wasn't expecting her to use a phrase like that. No, Yamato, you're ruining it. No, it's fine. I just sort of wonder what it would involve. Wow, these two are clueless. Sarah hugged me close, just like she always did. Or so I thought. She didn't squeeze me like usual, but froze up for some reason. No, it's okay. She apologized suddenly and let me go. Is something wrong? Oh, don't worry. First time meeting, well, technically, well, I don't have any, well, embarrassment to the new situation of the girlfriend and boyfriend thing could get a little bit complicated, even though you've known each other for years, or a year, maybe? Welcome to love, although it's what's called the baby's love. Or adolescent love. Adolescent, not the truest form. I don't think we're there just yet. Yes, you're correct, Yamato. Well, technically, what love were we talking about? I mean, if it's love, like, you know, people fall in love, but people could also fall in love like Sarah falls in love with Curry. Has she thought about that? She knows love because her preferences are love. But I guess love also means that you like the person despite the preferences you have, you know, that they're not the preferences you have. Does that make sense? Sarah tried to laugh it off, but she couldn't hide the blush spreading across her cheeks. Aw, let me kiss it for you. Sorry. Perhaps she was trying to... No, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. You be mushy mushy for me too, okay? Mushy mushy to romance sushi. 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 Let's go get sushi, girl. I hate it, but come on, let's do it. And if anybody rags on me for hating sushi, I'll buzz on because, hey, I love being told I hate sushi. And that I'm a horrible person. It just helps me in the algorithm for some reason. When people say, oh, you hate sushi? Blech, all over your face. And the YouTube says, huh, must be a freaking good video. Let's upload it to somewhere else, you know? Well, let's put it in front of other eyes. Appease the algorithmic gods by saying, why the heck do you hate sushi? And give me the reason down below that you think sushi is great and fantastic. Perhaps she was trying to understand what a hug between lovers was like. Nothing different. I mean, it's not.
どうぞソチャでございます
Oh, thank you. I've been lacking water and drinks all day. Although the only thing I have is coffee and tap water. And drinking one is only going to make me dehydrated. And drinking the other isn't going to make me rehydrated because of all the crap that's in it. How nice of you. Thank you very much. Even though Sarah was the one visiting, she served me tea and was quite hospitable. It hardly seemed like something that couples would normally do. Excuse me?
おせんべい食べます
No. Well, I'll eat it. But sure, thanks.
あーん
Oh, okay. Now, see, here's the thing. I may be a little, stupid and bombastic and spontaneous, but, see, I would do that to my girlfriend. I would say, okay, now say off for me. Put the cookie in her mouth. Now, I'm sure she'd do, I know she would do the same exact thing. If I'm like sick or in the morning or when I forget to take my medicine, I'm like, I can't move, too tired. She's go, See, that's love. When you love someone enough to hear what they're saying when they go, because like her, she knows exactly what I mean when I go blah. And it's just blah. And I know exactly what she means when she goes, when she has a certain look on her face. So here, that's the thing. That's what love is. I mean, I think it's love. I hope it's love. I know it's true love because I won't abandon her for anything. And she won't abandon me for anything. That's the thing. She suddenly started holding the cracker up to her mouth. To my mouth. I knew she would feed it to me after making me say, aw. Ah, crunch, munch, munch, munch. Ew. I chewed on the soy sauce. Ew. Maybe it's just my taste, but that just sounds nasty.
恋人同士はこうやって食べさせ合うのが作法だそうよ
Well, it's not customary. I mean, everybody has their own preferences of how they want food going into their mouth. Where'd you hear
ネッ
that?
トで調べたら書いてあったわ神様友達からも聞いた情報だから確実なはずよ
I mean, technically true. I had a bad feeling about this. Oh no. Are we getting into one of those love gurus like, oh yeah, if you want to keep your girl, you gotta make her submit. It's like, you gotta be the dominant man. You gotta be the alpha male. Or maybe you could just be yourself and You know, stop falsifying what could be a disastrous relationship if you start lying to yourself. Yeah, understand? If you try to impress someone by lying, it's not gonna be good. They're gonna feel like they've been manipulated. Because that is not a good way to do it. That's technically on the lines of cheating, if you think about it. You mean Shuri and Kagura?
違うわよ。さすがに後輩には恥ずかしくて聞けないわ。
That is true.
L7 の仲間に相談してみたの。ずっと気まずかったけど、勇気を出して聞いちゃった。
Huh? Make up with them? She'd said she felt uncomfortable around them before, but it sounded like it was all in the past now. What? What are you talking about? You've forgiven them from doing what? What have you forgiven them for? But I had a bad feeling about the members of L7 knowing all about my love life. Wait, why? You sound like my dad. What? Why are you worried about L7 knowing about your love life? I mean, you think they could upend it somehow? I mean, love should be like open. It's like say, hey, I'm married to this person, need my touch her, dies. Or something like that. Anyway. Is that okay?
みんな気のいい子ばかりよ。任せなさいっていろんな情報を教えてくれたわ。
Yeah, next thing you'll know, she'll tell me, oh, they taught me how to poop. That'd be kind of weird. I was curious about what all kinds of things meant, but I knew I'd find out firsthand before too long. Oh no, not good. Oh, nice. It's already been an hour and 12 minutes. Can we go? Can we keep
あ
going?
りがとうございました。またのお越しをお待ちしております。
Yeah, I hope to see you again, whoever you are. Sarah Bow. Sarah bowed deeply as she saw her customer off. She was hanging around the shop, keeping me company during my shift. Hey, listen, I'm glad you're helping out and all, but don't you think that outfit is a bit much?
そうかしら。呉服店ですもの。和風の方がいいと思って。
True, but you got that massive Kirby stuck together. Oh, it's even got like flair. It's got a flab indentation. And it's like, ooh.
この衣装もここ辰巳屋さんで仕立ててもらったものだからお客様の参考にもなるでしょ。
Oh, okay. I guess that's true. I see. Well, that does make
そう
sense.
そう。だから店番はどーんと任せちゃって。おばさまにもよろしくって頼まれているのよ。
Mom, how could you? Make a girl work like this. Sarah always helped my parents with designs for the goddesses, so they trusted her even more than me. That's good. Less work for me, but I feel bad making Sarah work in my place. I still hadn't told them we were seeing each other, but they definitely enjoyed seeing her every day. That's a good sign.
さっきもヤマトくんのお嫁さんになってって頼まれちゃった。もう神様に何言ってるのって思わない？
You know, it's pretty sad when the mother has already accepted that you two should get married before you do. But I'm fine with it. Jeez, she's saying stuff like that, all the kind of stuff to you, all the time. I don't know why I said, I don't know how I read
こ
that.
の席はさすがに気が早すぎるわよね。
Nah, she just meant eventually. She laughed it off, but it wasn't some little joke. I mean, was it even okay for us to be dating? There's nothing wrong with it. You're allowed to date, right?
もちろん神様といっても分け見玉だからあまり難しく考えなくてもいいわよ。
Well, see, here's the thing. There's going to be some problems in this relationship because when I grow old, I'm going to die, obviously. She's not. She's not. It would be like an 80-year-old man still married to a 16 or 18-year-old. 18 18. No, you know what? She's 24. There we go. Bigger number. Same my age. I see. No. I was just worried about divine punishment or something, but I guess it'll be okay.
安心して何があっても私がヤマト君を守るから
And the next thing they'll do is burn her at the stake. She said in a carefree tone, but it really felt reassuring. At any rate, it looked like we were good to date. Hey, once we're done here, did you want to go
も
out?
しかしてデートのお誘い
Well, yeah. She'd actually considered it a date this time. And the thought made her blush so adorably. Aw, hey, you're still getting all red. Or you're getting all red. Yes. You should add something. Yamato, come on. Add a phrase. Come on, you know it. You say it with me, audience. Say it with me. You're cute when you blush. Or something like, hey. The sign that your cheeks are turning red means that you love me. Just makes my heart pitter-patter in my chest. It makes me want to hug and kiss you all day long. Anybody? Anybody say that with me?
ヤマト君だってほらちょっぴり赤くなってる
That's only because I'm sweating hot in this hot shop. Get it? Laugh with me, girl. Because I love your laugh so much that it makes me want to just make you dinner of your favorite curry. Mixed homemade style, not the pre-made crap. Okay, so I'm not perfect at this. You understand, right? She pokes me right in the cheek.
結構プニプニまるで女の子みたい
Did you just call me a little girl? Because I hope one day we can have a little girl of our own. Don't you know? Now, if you give me a lot of time, I can make something like a girl blush. If you just give me a girl like her, and my girlfriend, where I could come up with anything. She says something to me, even something hateful, I could turn it into, well, hey, baby, I know, blah, 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 but, blah, 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 blah. And she'd just blush. Because I could do that. I don't know why I can do that, but I've been told I have a good comeback thought brain. My brain is just good with comebacks, I guess. But over years, it's kind of dwindled because words tend to flow out of my head and I don't remember them. And my brain it's like a train going down the road. Trains aren't supposed to go down the road, if you caught that. They're supposed to be on a track. Well, the track was lost years ago, okay? The train is trying to go down the road, trying to see where the track is. You get it? Oh yeah? I pinched her cheeks in retort.
もうやったな
Aw.
でもこんな風にヤマト君から触ってくれるの初めてかも
Oh. Is
い
it?
つも私からばっかり
Is it?
だものたまにはヤマト君からも触ってほしいなって
The girl wants it. Give her a hug, Yamato. Her tone grew more playful, almost drawing me into her.
ほらほら彼氏なんだし触ってもいいのよ
It's time for the kiss. The more you say it, the more embarrassing it gets.
じゃあ言わないからほら触ってみて
She didn't seem to be talking about her cheeks. She wanted my hands on hers, it seemed. Don't say it like that. That just makes it sound lewd. Alright, how about here?
もうそこ首筋よ
Huh? Why did you do that? It's not like there are many other places to touch. It's harder than you think. Well, touch her cheek. Go, yes. And then lean in. And then on the tip of her forehead. Tip of her forehead, under her hair, you know?
遠慮しなくてもいいのに。
Do it! Kiss him! I mean, her! Sorry, got confused. I had only planned on asking her on a date, but before I knew it, we were already touchy-feely. In fact, until my mom got home and teased us, we had really been all over... Until my mom got home and teased us, we had really been all over each other. What? What? You don't leave me with that! So, wait. All over each other as in y'all still touch some... You know what I mean when I go... Well, that was... kind of weird. Wait. Has anyone else noticed that this desk chair is kind of on the ground? And you'd have to sit Indian style? That would hurt, okay? That would hurt. I don't know how these desks are made, but this is not something I would want. Because think about it, you're on the ground, and bugs would be on there, and, you know, stuff like this, like, oh, mouse crawls up on your legs, oh, ah! But yeah. I don't like this side. Oh, there's the alarm clock. That's a cool alarm clock, but what's this? Unsure. Why am I looking at the room? I don't know. Celebrities have schedules planned to the second. I try to, at least. That's what I've always thought. Not really. It's just that their managers have schedules planned, not the celebrities. And then, the celebrities, half of them, just don't do it.
ガラガラ。
La-di-da. Some beautiful creature was rolling all around on my bed. Oh, now what? Sarah, don't you have work?
平気よ。L7 の頃ほどには忙しくないから。
That's nice. What about dance
ちゃん
lessons?
と続けてるから安心して。ボーカルレッスンはまだ無理だけどね。私は諦めてないから。
Okay. She smiled as she spoke, trying to cheer me up. She wasn't giving up on singing just yet. That simple fact was enough for me. I'll always be waiting for you.
いつまでもってそんなに時間がかかったら困るんだけどな。
Oh, hopefully always isn't quite so far away. What?
早く恋心を理解してまた歌えるようになりたいから。
She looked straight at me. The music stopped. What's going on? She's dating me to learn about love. We'd only been together for a week, but even I could tell that she was looking for something from me.
ヤマト君、恋人同士がすること興味ない？
I mean, isn't that the point? This was quite the unexpected turn
こ
of
の
events.
数日なるべく恋人っぽくしてきたつもりだけど、まだ恋がどういうものなのかよくわからなくて。だからどうかな。嫌じゃなければ協力してほしいかなって。
Skip rocks on the water? Go around a horse spin? A horse spin? Horse pin? And, you know, maybe ride a horse? Or maybe, you know, go around outside and just look at the stars in the sky, wishing well. You know, go throw our coins in there, like, oh, what's that? You just throw dollar bills in there. There's a lot of wishing. Or we could just go to a restaurant and maybe eat places. Oh, wait, we can't do that. Never mind. Or we could go to the park and stand as statues and scare people. or we could go to some evil guy's place, get under his car, get some like what do you call it? Zip ties, put it under like the I forgot what I know what it looks like. I forgot what it's called, but it's the thing that spins and the zip tie, the thing that sticks out of the zip tie, he goes like boop, 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 boop. when you turn on the car, he's like, and make something wrong. They think something's wrong with the car and just sit and watch as they spend thousands and thousands of dollars just for have the maintenance man say, okay, you got zip ties under here? There's nothing wrong with the car. Ha ha, you spent $2,000. That's what you get for kicking a doggy. Sorry. She was the one who brought it up, but she was redder than I had ever seen. Hey, no need to rush if you're too embarrassed.
問題はそこじゃないでしょ。してみたいか、それともしたくないか。
Try what? You never said anything.
私はヤマト君とだったらそのいいわよ。興味がないわけじゃないし。
What are you talking about? Just a hug or kiss? Well, for all I know, we could be talking about the hanky pancake, but that would probably make her burst. No, just burst. She'd go so red, the whole face just be a shade of like scarlet red, and then all of a sudden, boom! She'd explode. It was so embarrassing, we couldn't even lock eyes. But she wouldn't give up. I mean, I'm a guy after all, and I like you, so of course I want to. Want to what?
そっかそっか。よかった。ヤマト君、そういうの嫌だったら困るなって思ってたから。
Just kiss.
いいんだよね。したいんだよね。だったら決まり？
I don't understand. Kiss.
ではよろしくお願いします。
Kiss. Okay then. We sat down on the bed facing each other. We both were kneeling so hilariously formally.
ギュッてして。
Okay. We interlocked our fingers. That's all, just our hands. Everything was focused right
こうし
there.
てみると、ヤマト君の手、大きいのね。
Hey, no need to insult. Yours are so small and soft. These were the hands that had always held a mic on stage, and now they were holding me. Those slender figures. I could feel her body heat through them.
体でギュッてするのもいいけど、手をギュッてするのもなかなか素敵ね。
Okay. A nice big hug. Go in for the hug. Yeah, you can get too nervous with a hug. No, go in for the hug.
ということは、今は緊張してないの？私はすっごく緊張してドキドキしてるんだけど。
Okay, maybe not go in for the hug, okay? We don't know how goddesses handle heart attacks. We were just talking, but our bodies couldn't hide it. I think my heartbeat might be even worse.
少し落ち着くまで待つ？
Nope, no more waiting. Waiting never got anyone anywhere. Unless it was, important to wait. To wait for something to happen, so then you could do something. Gotta have timing. I mean, if she was, like in a very, very foul mood, you wouldn't do this. I gave her a determined look.
だからまずは練習ということで軽く。
Kiss! Kiss! It's the first time for me too, you know.
初めて同士ね。お手柔らかによろしくお願いします。
Kiss! We really were so awkward. But this was it. I'll squeeze her hand to let her know.
キス
Yes!
しよっか。
Kiss! She was embarrassed, but she puckered up, her eyes closed. No, keep your eyes open! And she stayed that way, waiting for
いい
me.
よ、ヤマト君。
No, keep your eyes open. Look into their eyes as they kiss you. Love their eyes. Does that make sense? Sarah, if I was nervous before, then what was I now? The feeling I had was making my heart beat all the way up through my ears. I love you, I whispered to her right before our lips connected. Wait, did something shift up here? Feels like something shifted up here. Or maybe that's just my hallucinations. As we touched, I noticed her entire body slightly tense and tremble. I squeezed her hand to try to calm her down. Our lips had barely touched at all. Nothing too deep, though not too light. It was just right. We held it in our breath. Okay. Sarah took as much as she could before breaking off. Well, we kissed.
しちゃいました。
Yes! My boy! My girl! She smiled, half happy, half embarrassed. Nothing was better than that post-kiss
あ
smile.
あいう時、呼吸はどうするのかしら。
You don't. Through your nose instead of your mouth, I guess. No, you hold your breath. I think. She blushed at her own slowness. Slowness? What are you talking about?
もうちょっと長くできますよ。
Okay. But if you breathe through your nose, wouldn't that make the kiss a little more like, okay, that's just blowing on her face. And that's kind of weird. And you know, anyway, I don't really know. So I should probably stop talking. She looked at me invitingly. Who was I to turn her down? Oh, that's a cute. Our lips smacked together, like bang! Our faces rushed at each other at 70 Mach 7. Oh, that'd be horrible. It was so exciting that we did it over and over. Okay.
私もそれします。
Okay. She started taking the lead. Aw, it's cute. I'm not a voyeur. She did exactly what I'd done, over and over, enjoying the noises made from each kiss. Hey, that's kind of embarrassing, you know.
ごめんなさい。つい。
Wait, how could you say that's kind of embarrassing if you're kissing? You shouldn't be talking, Yamato. You shouldn't be talking. She finally realized how overboard she had gone. No!
キスってなんだか嬉しくなっちゃうかも。 こんな
Yes!
風に触れ合って
I think.
ドキドキしてもっともっとしたいなって思ってしまって
You know,
私ちょっぴりはしたないかしら
I've just realized a lot of this could be seen as something very, very different. As like the hanky pancakes. If the context of kissing was never put in here, like they just said, kissing, no kiss in the script, and see what their own imagination brings. Because trust me, that was not the first thing that came to mind, but I'm fairly certain that's what a lot of you out there probably thought. No, of course not. I'm sure it's all the same for all couples. Because, hey, always be a mature pervert. Hashtag mature pervert. Go! It seemed like she'd found something in our kiss. Was this love? Or just something else? At that point, it didn't even matter anymore. I just wanted to kiss her again and again and again and again in various different places. I think. Hey, nice. Wait. Hold on, let me save it. Let me save it. I hate it when it moves the mouse automatically. Okay, back. Now, I've been playing for an hour and 35 minutes. So it is 2:05. Why is it 2:05 exactly? Wah! Anyway, I'm not stopping here. I'm just gonna sit here and yawn for a second. Because it's a lot of talking out of my mouth. hold on, let me stretch. Yeah. Because if I'm not mistaken, they're very, very close to the ending. Hold on. Pause. No. Okay, so I went through the whole entire thing, didn't read it, didn't turn down the volume so I couldn't hear nothing. But I did watch all the like the skip thing could just go like blaze through. So I'm theorizing we have a couple hundred lines of dialogue left, maybe enough for another 2-hour video. Or maybe an hour and 30 minutes. Also, there is a big, giant, unskippable song or ending theme. And apparently, I know I'm going to get copyright for that, but after that, there is something else. So, I'm going to stop right now, because it's been an hour and 36 minutes, and I'm going to do it again, and keep on going, okay? We're doing this. We're finishing this. So, if you want more gaming content, then press the subscribe button. If you want to see a little more of LoveKami, then you go ahead and click the like button as well. I think you'll come back. I know you'll come back for some more LoveKami, where next time we'll end this thing once and for all after years. So, catch it next time. And don't be too embarrassed to say I love you, okay? You just gotta know I love you. Bye.